All right, it is time for the Monday Night Football Neutral Zone Reaction Halftime Special. Welcome, everybody. I'm Jules. That's Brady over there. We're going to have Vic's picks starting later this segment. But for now, let's talk about this game that's going on because we've got a good one in San Francisco. The Rams currently losing to the Niners 14-6 at half. What are your first thoughts on this half so far, Brady? Were you different than you expected at all?
No, this is the same story we've been seeing for years. Stafford doesn't look super comfortable, and we've known this. Shanahan's had McVay's number multiple years. And I mean, there's been years with the Rams, like last year, they lost to the Niners in that Week 17 game, almost got knocked out of the playoffs because of it later on. I mean, even when the Rams are more talented, Kyle Shanahan has had McVay's number, and you're seeing it tonight with these two teams.
Yeah. I mean, I really expected the Rams to be able to win this game, and they are not looking good. The offense
No,
for them just is not clicking. And
they're not. I mean, when you put it into perspective, I mean, at quarterback, the Rams might have quarterback, but skill positions, I mean, yeah, Cooper Cup's great, but what has
hold
Robinson
on.
done?
Did you just say the Rams don't have a quarterback?
No, I said aside from quarterback.
Oh,
Like
okay.
looking besides quarterback, compare the positions. I mean, offensive line is the 49ers easily. The Rams are super banged up at O-line. Skill position, the 49ers have that edge. I don't think it's too close considering Allen Robinson's a ghost of his 2018 self.
Ooh.
The pass rush is the Niners. Secondary is the Niners. If you take away Jalen Ramsey, I mean, yeah, linebackers, Niners. I mean, Niners just have a more talented team. And when their coach has McVay's number, I mean, I don't see how the Rams come back in this.
Well, I'm going to disagree with you there. I think the Rams will make it. I at least tie it up at some point. But
You
watching
think the
this
Rams are
game,
going to tie it up?
I think they'll tie it up.
They're
Yeah.
down by 8 to a phenomenal coach, a quarterback that is at least efficient, you can say, and a
An elite
phenomenal
game
defensive
manager.
pass rush. Sure, he's a game manager. Game managers don't blow leads.
Yeah, but it's the Rams have so much talent on that team. There's no way this game's not going to be
Yeah, the 49ers have so much
tight.
talent too. You see their safety. Bro, they got the Troy Polamalu part 2 out there. They got Nick Bosa, Eric Armstead coming off the Fred Warner back there. You got Debo taking screen passes to the house. Like,
Yeah, but
I don't see the Rams coming back in this. I know it's only 8 points. I don't see it.
if you look at what's been going on, like their offense hasn't looked good.
Okay, we don't need to hear Jules' take. So Vic, what are we thinking about this?
Oh, stop it, Brady.
I don't want. I'm wasting my time right now. Grandpa, what do you Vic? What do you think?
He's not on yet. He's got his own segment.
He's on the call. Vic, let's hear it.
All right, what do you think?
I picked in my contest the 49ers. Not for any real scientific reason.
You don't need to be scientific. You just go against Jules and take what you think, and you're right almost every time.
But I'm not impressed by the Rams. When they play a good team, their weaknesses show up. And but it's still, as we've seen in any week, anything can happen. But
Yeah.
I go with Brady.
Well, Debo Samuel just now made that crazy catch and run and everything. There's no reason Cooper Kupp's not going to do the same exact thing in the second half.
Yes, there is, because Cooper Kupp does not have the strength and the speed that Debo has. I'm not saying anything against Cooper Kupp.
Give me a break.
Cooper Kupp. When's the last time Cooper Kupp took a 50-yard screen pass to the house?
He just had like every other game.
No, Cooper Kupp dissects the middle of the field and gets 20 yards, 15 yards, 25 yards. But right now, the Rams aren't having enough time for those plays to develop for Stafford to get downfield consistently. And who else has catches right now? I mean, Higbee's got a few. Like, have they even does Robinson have a catch in the first half? Who can Stafford throw to? They're going to make adjustments. D'Amico Ryans, the 49ers DC, is a great coach. He's going to make adjustments.
You're talking here as if the Rams didn't just win the Super Bowl.
I know they just won the Super Bowl, and they lost Odell, and Stafford's been having elbow issues, and they lost multiple people on their O-line. It's not the same. It's not the same talent that they had in the Super Bowl. It's just not.
I'm not saying it's the same talent.
Yeah, so why do you think last year they barely could beat the 49ers, and they lost to them once too? And now you think this 49ers team is better, A. B, the Rams are worse.
The
See, they're
Rams,
down at halftime playing terrible. And
you
think
are
they're gonna come
talking
back.
so bad on the Rams. They're going to have their rough halves, and the Niners always play good against the Rams. Vic,
That's why I'm saying
we'll
they're
be
not. That's
we'll
why
be
I'm
back
saying
with you in a
they're
minute,
gonna
Vic. Let's
lose
go
the
to
game.
Debo's screen real quick and argue this, because this is outrageous.
It's
You are
outrageous.
talking as if the Los Angeles Rams are out of this game.
They're not out of the game, but it's going to be very hard for them to come back in this game when Shanahan has McVay's number. Matthew Stafford's been under pressure, under duress all night. He's not targeting anyone except for Cooper Kupp.
He's
Like,
got
you can't move the
Higbee.
ball that way.
Higbee has like 5 catches.
Yeah, for like what, 30 yards?
Okay, but he's not.
6 yards a catch is not sustainable in the NFL. You can't drop back, run the ball, 2nd and 9, 6-yard pass, and you have third down. That's not sustainable. I mean, like, they're not pushing the ball on the field besides the Kupp. They got to get Robinson involved. They got to get whoever else they have involved. I mean, if they can't throw anyone with a Kupp, the 49ers are smart enough to shut that down with Troy Polamalu Jr. out there, and they're going to end this
Who do you
thing.
say is Troy Polamalu Jr.?
What's his name? Hufanga? 29?
Oh, he has been good. I have heard about this
He's
guy being like
insane.
up there on
Destroyed
PFF
the
this
Bears.
year.
I remember I was watching him against the Bears. He was everywhere on the field.
I mean,
Man's a beast.
I'm not saying the Rams
So
are
why
gonna
do you think the 49ers are
run
gonna
away
come
with
back in
this,
this
but
game?
you are counting them out faster than Kendrick Lamar got counted out in that song. I mean, this is ridiculous from you. Have some logic. Have some.
This is logic.
This
I just
is not
stated multiple true
You're
facts.
saying that because they had a rough first half and that Shanahan has McVay's number means that you're done with the Rams for the second half. They have no shot.
No.
That's
Those
what it
were
sounds
two out
like.
of, 5 reasons. The other reasons is they're not getting enough people involved, which are going to be halftime adjustments made by the 49ers to shut those people down. Also, the 49ers have tons of momentum going to the second half.
They have momentum. They're not blowing them out. It's a one-score game.
Starting center.
It's a
the Rams
one-score
also
game.
lost their starting center.
Yeah, they did.
So the Rams. So you're telling me. So the Rams are down by 8 points against a team they've been, for some reason, over the last few years, bad against. They lost arguably the second most important position on their offense. They have zero momentum.
Stop it. The center is
49ers
not the second most important
rolling
position
right
on the
now with
offense.
all the momentum in the second half. And
Hold
you think
on,
the Rams are going to
hold
win the
on.
game?
Did you just say, I mean, yeah, you're giving the offensive lineman some love, but the center is not the second most position on an offense.
Center's crucial. It's a snap. It's the person who has the ball the first play every play.
Oh, this is one of those, I play football, so I know football type of things.
Because I do.
Center is
podcast if I
not
didn't know football.
the second most important position on offense. There's
Jules, I'll tell you right now, if we lost our center, our offense would crumble, okay?
we as
It's
in your
not a
football
thing you can
team.
lose. Yeah. If you lose your
This
center,
is the
who do you think
NFL,
that-
buddy.
who do you think
This
makes
is the
all
NFL.
calls for-
This is the
Who do
NFL.
you think makes the calls for all the O-line?
If
There's
there was
linebackers
if
creeping
Trent
stunts. Who do you
Trent
think's
Williams
pointing
is
that out
out,
to the rest of the linemen? It's the center.
the
And
center
against that Niners pass rush,
the center is not important than your tackles, in my opinion. The best pass rushers are on the outside.
yeah,
Then
but the Rams tackles
you
aren't
have your
even
skill
good.
positions. I
The
mean,
Rams
I thought
tackles
this
have
was
been
going to
beat
be.
multiple times tonight.
I thought tonight we were going to talk about the Rams and the 49ers and Week 4, and now we're talking about what positions of the offense are most important. This
Yeah,
is
welcome to the
ridiculous.
Neutral Zone Reaction podcast, where Jules does not know how to talk about football. Well,
This is Neutral Zone Reaction, where Brady thinks the center is more important than all the guys who scored touchdowns and blocked the best pass rushers on the other team. Anyway,
possibly.
let's talk with Aaron Donald on the screen, because aside
Jules
from this
needs some
Rams
good
game,
Rams
there's
momentum, so he can bring back to his point. 'Cause he's
aside
getting
aside
killed in this
from
debate right now.
aside from this Rams game, let's talk about some of our Week 4 takeaways real quick before we
My
get
week
to
four
Vic's
takeaway
picks
is
for the
Jules
week.
does not know how to grade Monday Night Football.
What?
Nothing. Anyway, so one of my biggest takeaways, which I thought is crazy.
This guy is crazy. This guy's insane.
I saw this on Instagram. The Lions defense is on pace to give up 599 points.
Yeah,
which
that's
is
pretty bad.
66 more than the next closest team
Yeah, they're pretty
of
bad.
all time. They've given up 35.25 points per game.
Well, yeah, they have no one on the defense except Okuda. We
It
talked
is
about this the other day.
defense play.
Yeah, the Lions are
defense is-
trash.
Their
on
defense
defense.
is like a.
They'll still beat the
tire
Bears.
fire.
They'll find a way.
Of course, they'll beat the Bears. So they're going to put 45 on their defense.
You want to
But-
hear what I think is the biggest takeaway from the week, which is not about really defense, but more offense loaded?
Cooper Rush.
No, Cooper Rush.
Packers?
I mean, yeah, They're playing the.
I'm
They're
going
playing.
through my notes right now. Nathaniel Hackett,
No, it's not him.
Geno Smith.
No, it's not. It's not player base. It's the fact that the Chiefs are going to inevitably not beat. The Chiefs will meet the Bills in the AFC Championship. There are two other
you
teams.
Remember last week when one of my picks of the week was the Chiefs +1, and you were like, "Get out of here!"
Yeah,
There's
the
no
Hurricane
way. The Bucs are
special
gonna
didn't pan
cover.
out for Tampa. But you also had a
Of
worse
course it
week in
didn't, because
picks
you
than
thought
I
it would
did.
pan out for Tampa.
You had a worse week in Vegas picks than I did. I went 1-1-1, and you went 1-2. So
Yeah, my
slow
most
your roll,
confident
big
pick
boy.
rolled.
Slow your roll. But yeah, the Chiefs looked so good. And the the Bills coming back against the Ravens. I mean, props to Marcus Peters for finally taking a stand to this horrible coaching. Like, that's 2 times they've blown a 17 or more point lead in the fourth quarter.
It's something with birds and leads, I'm telling you.
It's atrocious. You keep hyping up your Ravens every week. Oh, Lamar is the
Ravens are a
MVP,
good team. They
and
just
the
crumble
Ravens
somehow.
are gonna
I don't know
be
how
the
to put
best team in the AFC North, and the Ravens are all this and all that, and then they blow a
still
lead
are the
to another
best team in
competitive
the-
team.
They still are the best team in the AFC North. The Steelers have a quarterback that can't
I'm not saying the Steelers are. Well, we'll see
Okay,
this
the
week.
Browns are, who
We'll
lost
see
to the
this week how the
Falcons?
Ravens pan out against the Bengals.
That's going to be a good
Which
game.
sneak peek, that's in Vic's picks. Stay tuned.
But
But overall, I mean, let's be honest here. There is no teams that will contend for the AFC Championship, in my opinion, and I would think yours too, besides the Chiefs and the Bills. They're so clearly better than everyone else. And I don't think that it's even a close game in Baltimore if it's not pouring and favors the run-heavy Ravens. And they still couldn't pull it off.
I totally disagree with you, but
Okay.
moving on to my next take, I think the Cowboys need to consider Cooper Rush.
Do you?
Cooper Rush, let me explain. What is Cooper Rush being paid right now?
Slim to none?
Probably like Chipotle gift cards and Cheez-Its, right? Sorry, I had Cheez-Its. I'm a big Cheez-It fan.
I'm a big Cheez-It guy too.
Cheez-It, feel free to advertise or sponsor us if you'd like. We will.
Yep.
But Cooper Rush, as we've been saying,
in case you didn't hear that, Cheez-Its, feel free to sponsor us.
I mean, like, Cooper Rush is being paid Cheez-Its and pennies on the dollar right now, while Dak is being paid way more Cheez-Its, as in $40 million worth of Cheez-Its. And they're the same person, just one's ginger. Like they're the same, dude.
I mean,
like,
Cooper Rush has won his games.
efficient.
I'm not as sold on him as you are.
I didn't say I'm super sold on him, but he's efficient.
If that's your biggest takeaway of the week, though?
I didn't say it was my biggest takeaway of the week. I said it was a takeaway of the week.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if they can get the same thing and pay that little, like, think about who else they could pay. They could have kept Amari Cooper.
Yeah, but what teams has he played? He's played the Giants, who the Bears, who are even worse, couldn't beat, and he's played the Commanders.
He beat the Giants,
and he's played
the Giants.
It was a legit win against the Bengals, but they still had no offense all game, basically.
They put 20 points up against the Bengals.
Yeah,
which is
that's
more than the Bears scored.
They really didn't score that many points against them. They didn't have a very good offensive showing.
They beat the Commanders handily, and they beat the Giants on the road in primetime.
Okay, everyone has beaten Danny Dimes in primetime. Literally everyone.
Okay, you know what? Don't ruin my point.
He's like, I'm losing the argument. Don't ruin it.
I have to be fair, because you've been losing the last 15 minutes, however long we've been on here. So I got to give you.
Oh, that's just not true. But speaking of backup quarterbacks, what do you think about Bailey Zappi? Zappy? I don't even know how. The FBS all-time single season passing leader.
He's just Mac Jones, dude. He even looks the same.
They do look the same.
Mac Jones was the all FBS passer. Bailey Zappi is all Western Kentucky passer. I mean, they're the same, bro. There's these white quarterbacks that don't move very well, but they're accurate and they process things.
Mm-hmm.
His tan line is. Did you see his tan line though? Right here.
No, I didn't.
Oh, it is brutal. It is right there. It's very defined.
What do you call that? What kind of? There's farmer's tans. There's what do you call that? Neck tan?
T-shirt tan.
T-shirt tan. Okay. Well, he actually didn't look bad. I think Bill should have let him throw it more, honestly. They got
I did too. They
the
were
run game
way
was
too
good,
conservative.
but by the end of the game, it was just like so
No, I thought the
predictable.
Patriots played too conservative at the end. They
Uh-huh.
played not to lose.
That's not how you're gonna win. That's not how you're gonna win against Aaron Rodgers. Run,
Yeah, I mean,
pass,
they were
run,
playing not
pass.
to
That's
lose,
not gonna
which
do
I don't
it.
think you can do.
Yeah. So that's our Bailey Zapp thing. I got two more quarterback takeaways real quick. First off, shout out to Zach Wilson or Zach Milson for I took that from my friend Steven. Props to Steven. But literally, he was so bad at the start and then boom, comeback win. That's got to give the Jets so much confidence that that's our guy.
Mitch game.
And on the other side of the field, yeah, Mitch struggled and now Kenny Pickett's the starter. Think it's too early, or are you hopping on the Pickett fence?
I'm like outside of the yard, to be honest. I don't like either of them. I don't think Kenny Pickett's the answer because I think he's not. I don't think he's athletic. I don't think he has the talent level that you see these quarterbacks come out of college with.
Fair
to
enough.
really be that next level quarterback that they're hoping for at pick 20. I also know that Mitch isn't the long-term answer, so I'm fine that they're starting Pickett, but I don't really like either. I'm gonna be honest.
Fair enough. Let's get into Vic's picks real quick. Also, I just found out I made a grave mistake. I was wondering why it's had 0 views. Apparently, it's on private, and I didn't re-put it on public. So, oops. So
you are so special.
We'll put it back on public afterwards.
Jules,
we can't get through one episode without a stupid tech issue.
The stupid tech issues are just stupid Jules issues.
Well, you don't do any of the tech over here, so
yeah, and I have made 0 of the tech mistakes, so I don't see the problem here.
Anyway, let's get to Vic's picks, and the fans will see this later. But anyway, let me pull them up real quick.
Oh gosh.
I'm like scrolling through. Can't find. I texted you guys the picks or the games.
Oh yeah, I ignored that text.
Like New England.
Of course you ignored it. Okay, I got the picks. The first pick, Mr. Vic, is Lions at the Patriots.
Well, you already killed the Lions, Mr. Brady, but I think they're going to win.
Okay.
I don't know who the quarterback is going to be for New England. That guy you mentioned, I have no idea who he is. Zappy?
Yeah, Zappy.
The all-time leader in, I think, touchdown passes in college football.
Where did he play?
Western Kentucky.
Yeah, Western Kentucky.
You know, the powerhouse.
No, they're near Tennessee, so they're good. However, Brian Hoyer was ahead of them. Brian Hoyer has been around for many years. Always mediocre. Detroit needs a win. They deserve a win. Their coach is working hard.
Mm-hmm.
I predict Detroit.
Okay.
And you guys go the other way, I think.
What you got?
I'm gonna go with Vic here. I think Detroit comes out and wins the game.
Gotcha.
The next game.
Hold on. I've got my pick too.
We don't need to hear false information. Grandpa, go ahead. What's the next game?
I'm going to go with the Patriots just for that.
Of course you are.
I was going to go with the Lions, but I'm going to go with the Patriots because I don't agree with this
It's
buffoonery.
Your thing. We know you don't. I know you're a buffoon, Jules. Okay, we all know.
This is ridiculous.
What do we think is the next?
All right, you know what? The Patriots. I I had thought that the Patriots were going to be so down and out against the Packers last week. But you know what? They came out and they showed up and they wanted the win. They wanted it more than the Packers did. And you know what? Even though the Lions have more talent on their team, you know what? Give me the Patriots. They'll pull it out at home.
Who's the favorite? Is it the Lions or?
On paper, I'd say the Lions, yeah. But you know what? I'll take the Patriots. All right? The next game is going to be Dolphins at the Jets. Vic?
The Jets got lucky. They're doing well compared to other years. The Dolphins, even with 2 out, have Bridgewater, who's been a pro and a good one. And they also have a coach that could have taught physics in college, the way he looks. And I'm going to go with Miami, the Dolphins.
Okay. Even with no Tua?
Even with no Tua.
Jules, what do we think here?
I think the Miami Dolphins are not going to have enough firepower on offense with Teddy Bridgewater. I'm going to go with the Jets.
I'm going to be honest. This is a toss-up for me. I want to hear what Jules said. Miami Dolphins are going to win the game. Okay, that's the next game.
Next game is the Eagles. What was that?
Eagles and Cardinals.
What?
The Eagles and Cardinals.
Yeah, the Eagles and the Cardinals.
Victor,
The undefeated Eagles take a trip to Arizona. Will they leave there undefeated, Vic?
With that question, I will answer. They will continue.
Okay.
They are a strong, if not the strongest team in their share of the NFL. Murray is a good quarterback, but he runs around and you lose all symmetry that you should have as a quarterback. That first game they won was a great showcase for him.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard to build a season and a champ on that type of approach. So I think Philadelphia, with their quarterback and their runners, are a better team. And that they're going to win it, even if the visitor.
Wow. All right. What do you think, Brady? You've also got the Eagles, or do you have the Arizona Cardinals making the upset?
Well, it depends on who you pick.
I've got the Eagles.
I have the Eagles too. I think Vic complicated it a little. The Eagles are better at
Vic, you went on a little bit of a tangent there.
I think the Eagles are better at every single position, except maybe safety.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just better. I think Cliff Kingsbury is not a very good coach. I think Kyler is he's got magic in him, but he's not as productive or consistent as he needs to be.
Do you think he ever will be?
What?
Will he ever be as consistent as he needs to be?
No. We talked about this on the last episode. I think that the Cardinals are going to try to get rid of Kyler within the next few years. I don't think he's their long-term answer. Not because of talent, just because of the fact that I don't think he's because of his lack of consistency and work ethic, and just the way he not the way he is, but his play style. I feel that it's not extremely sustainable in the NFL, and I don't think it's where the Cardinals are going to want to move forward with.
Yeah. All right.
I'm trying to get out from under that.
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but I think it's going to be something that's definitely looked at in the future years.
let's move on to the last game because the third quarter has already begun. But last game, Bengals at the Ravens on Sunday Night Football. What's your pick?
This is you can always toss a coin. But I like Burrows.
Joe Burrow?
Yeah. With the and forgot his name already, but he was the one that went to same school as Burrows. And I think they're getting better. And the Ravens have a tendency to mess it up.
They sure do, Brady.
I got to go with the Ravens here.
Yeah,
For multiple
really?
fronts. Yeah, number one, Lamar's a beast. Number two, the Bengals have – I don't think the Bengals have had a true challenge yet this season. Following that Cooper Rush loss, they played the Jets, who don't count as a real team. And they played the Dolphins with that Tua situation and short week. And I just don't think you can take that as a key quality win. And I think the Bengals are going to get tested against the pissed off Ravens team. And I think the Ravens are going to punch them in the mouth and win the game. And also Jules is going to pick the Bengals. So
I am going to pick the Bengals. You're right. Because I
go.
want to disagree with your Ravens pick.
I love disagreeing with Jules.
The Bengals are going to go in there on Sunday Night Football, and Joe Burrow is going to show why he's that guy.
We already know he's that guy.
Okay,
we
well,
also
he's
know
going
that
to
Lamar
show. He's going
Jackson-
to keep showing people why he's that guy. And with that, that's going to conclude the Monday Night Football special that
had to take all the-
that
he
no
had to
one
take the
saw.
ending.
But
His ego is taking up the whole entire screen right now.
oh, thanks,
my
Brady.
goodness.
Gotcha. We'll see y'all later, and
care.
we stay tuned for next week's episode. Bye, everybody.